Germany wins the Confederations Cup. Dwyer flips for the red, white, and blue. John Terry has a new club. Leo Messi gets married. And Sepp Blatter just can't stay away. It's Monday, July 3rd. I'm Brooks Peck from Dirty Tackle, and this is the Goal Mouth. And no, I will not be singing today. You're welcome. Germany left many of their biggest stars at home in order to field the youngest squad in the Confederations Cup this year. This decision could have resulted in embarrassment. Instead, it might have convinced every other nation to not even bother showing up for the World Cup next year. Germany beat Chile, the oldest team in the tournament, 1-0 in the final to win the Confederations Cup for the first time ever. Now, Chile made a number of mistakes and even had a bit of help from VAR to keep 11 men on the pitch for the entire match, but they still couldn't overcome Germany's understudies. Earlier in the day, Portugal beat Mexico 2-1 in extra time to claim third place without Cristiano Ronaldo. Winning the Confederations Cup has been something of a curse for teams in the World Cup the following year, but Germany might find a way around that by just using a different squad in each competition. Clever, clever. In only slightly less meaningful international news, the US repeated their 2-1 win over Ghana from the 2014 World Cup in a friendly on Saturday. Dwyer scored on his international debut after gaining US citizenship in March and celebrated with some joyous acrobatics. Then, Kellyn Acosta sealed the win by curling a clever free kick around the wall for his first international goal. Brad Guzan also saved the penalty attempt for Massimo Guion, who ended up scoring in the second half. To round out the day, the US also debuted their new Gold Cup kit, which is absolutely slathered in stars and stripes. Speaking of the Gold Cup, the US will play their first match of the tournament on July 8th against Panama. John Terry is no longer a one-club man. After 22 years with Chelsea, Terry will follow up last season's Premier League title by dropping down to the Championship to play with Aston Villa. A self-imposed relegation, if you will. Terry will play for manager Steve Bruce at Villa, who first tried to buy Terry 17 years ago when he was manager of Huddersfield Town. In 2010, he revealed that he had a £750,000 bid for Terry accepted by Chelsea, but the future captain didn't want to leave the Blues. Now he gets Terry on a free. See what a little patience can do? Leo Messi tied the knot with longtime partner Antonella Roccuzzo in their hometown of Rosario, Argentina, in what has been called the wedding of the century. 260 guests, including many of Messi's teammates past and present, attended the lavish ceremony, but one person who was not invited was Maradona, who coached Messi at the 2010 World Cup and has badmouthed him ever since. In Russia for the Confederations Cup, Maradona told reporters, quote, "My invitation to his wedding must have gotten lost along the way, but that will not change my opinion of him. He's a good sportsman and an excellent person." Passive-aggressive much, Diego? And finally, like the cockroach that he is, former FIFA president Sepp Blatter just can't be destroyed. Despite being in the midst of a 6-year ban from all football-related duties, Blatter told a Swiss newspaper that he will be at the World Cup next year at the invitation of Vladimir Putin, because of course Putin would do that. Quote, "I may only not be used as a referee, but everything else is possible," Blatter says. So if the captain of the Swiss national team looks exceptionally old and uncoordinated, you'll know what's going on. That'll do it for today. You can find more info on all the stories mentioned by subscribing to our email newsletter. The link is in the show notes. I've been Brooks Peck. Daryl will not be with you tomorrow because he'll be celebrating the day that Will Smith saved the world from aliens. So the next episode of The Goal Mouth will be coming at you on Wednesday. I leave you now with today's Goal Mouth top tip. You can still play soccer even if you blow up your hands in a drunken fireworks accident.